Club TBT here. I'm Coach Ben. This is Coach Kim. She's going to be my demo today. We're going to run through our whole workout along with scales and things you can use at home. What we're going to be starting off with for warm-up is some mobility. And all we're going to need is a chair and a ball, tennis ball, lacrosse ball, or even a water bottle. If you don't have either of those at home, could work. We'll have a seat. And we're going to start off just rolling out the foot, going back and forth, side to side. You can even put your toes on the ground and go into the heel. That's going to break up the connecting point of the calf muscles. We'll do that for 1 minute on each side. And then we're going to follow that with a calf stretch. While we're out here, we're going to use this pole. But at home, you can use a doorway or even the wall. And again, we're going to hold for 1 minute. If you need more of a challenge, what you can do is step back a little bit and bend the knee. And then we can go a little side to side. That will get the soleus as well. 1 minute on each side. Then we're going to come back to the chair. And we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So facing our chair, you can hold on. And we're going to be in a staggered stance like you'll see Kim right here. From there, we're going to bend that back knee, send those hips back to stretch out that hamstring. If you need more of a stretch, we can pick that toe up. Again, we're just going to hold that for 1 minute on each side. Following that, we'll switch. And then we'll go into a quad stretch. You either hold on again to the wall and pull it up, or we can put your foot up on a chair or table, sofa. 1 minute on each side. Then we're going to go 1 minute per side for a psoas stretch. The foot that's going to be out in front for this stretch will be closest to the wall or doorway. Then you're going to take this hand here that's closest to me and reach it up overhead. Make sure you're taking deep breaths so that way we can stretch that quad and hip flexor. This is our starting warm-up. Alright guys, for our activation we're going to be doing a Cossack squat. Coach Kim's doing a version supported. Again, we can use a doorway, railing, and we're going to sink side to side as deep as you can. We're going to do 10 on each side. Then we're going to hinge. We're going to step away from the wall. We're going to hinge at the hips. The knee's going to stay bent and over the ankle. Our arms are going to be hanging straight down, and we're going to raise them straight overhead for 10 reps. Then out for a Y for 10 reps. And finally to a T for 10 reps. We're going to do that 3 times. For our strength portion today, we're going to be doing an RDL. We're going to start off demoing with a PVC to mimic a barbell like we use normally in the gym. Then we're going to go through a couple different objects and suggestions you can use to scale for at home. When we do an RDL, our feet are going to be directly underneath the shoulders. We're going to hinge and those hips are going to go back as the bar slides down the leg and the knee bends and stays over the ankle. You'll go as far as you can, keeping a flat back, and then stand, squeezing your glutes back to the bar. We're going to be doing 5 sets of 5. We'll go every 2.5 minutes. For our scales and an odd object to replace a bar, if you have a gallon of water or a backpack, what we'll do instead is a suitcase deadlift. So same motion, we're just going to be offloaded. So you'll notice Coach Kim has weight on one side. She'll come down to the ground, still hinging with a flat back, doing 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side. If you're using a backpack, we could load it with books or a couple bottles of water, kids. And we're going to do the same thing, hinging with a flat back, coming down to the ground, and then standing nice and tall. Make sure that your back stays flat, you're tight through your trunk, and squeezing those glutes as you stand nice and tall. For the metabolic conditioning component today, we're going to be doing a 15-minute AMRAP. That's going to be as many rounds and reps as possible of initially ring rows, but for our home version, what we're going to do is a single arm bent over row. So first off, let's watch Coach Kim. We're going to deadlift it up, nice flat back. We're going to hinge, hips go back. Our arm is going to be hanging down. You're going to pull it straight back to the rib cage. Notice that her elbow is going straight up to the sky. Nice and straight arm. We'll do 5 on one arm, 5 on the other arm. If we need another scale because we don't have a dumbbell at home, again, we can use a water jug or a backpack. To add weight, you can, again, just add a couple books. We'll do 5 on both sides. And then we're going to follow that with 5 single arm presses on both sides. So first, we'll go back to the dumbbell, standing nice and tall, tight core and glutes, pressing straight up towards the ceiling, getting that arm as close to the ear as possible. We don't want to be out here. Try to get it nice and vertical. 5 on each side. If you have a backpack at home, we can grab the backpack on each side or the handles. We're going to press straight up overhead. The single arm side would be holding in the handle. Again, nice tight core, nice stacked joints. Last, we're going to use a plate. But at home you could use a step or some books, like a telephone book, and we're going to do 10 step-ups on each side. Switching feet, so that will be 20 total. Again, we're going to do this for 15 minutes, as many rounds, as many reps as possible. 5 bent over rows, 5 single arm presses on each side, and 10 step-ups on each side.